am I doing wrong at this point? And this is exactly why I just can't with men. I was talking to this guy, and if you've been around the block, you know I'm a nurse. I work 12-hour shift, night shift, and I was so tired and I just wanted to cuddle and relax and not get physically involved. He got mad at me.
Do to keep a man. And she was like, girl, all they require is good cat sanity.
Me wanting a provider isn't about me simply wanting someone to come and to fund my lifestyle.
A man who's not that serious about you is going to give you excuses or solutions.
Okay, is it me or I'm the only one in her 30s with no kids, no man, no husband, nothing, no boyfriend? I keep asking myself, what am I doing wrong at this point? And this is exactly why I just can't with men. I was talking to this guy, and if you've been around the block, you know I'm a nurse. I work 12-hour shift, night shift. And this guy literally got mad at me because I was so tired. I had one of the worst night shift ever. That ended up being a 14-hour shift, and I was so tired and I just wanted to cuddle and relax and not get physically involved. He got mad at me to the point that he decided to ghost me on my birthday dinner because he was like, oh, you were acting different towards me. I was like, dude, I literally just work a 14-hour shift and I'm exhausted. Because I didn't want to get physical, he got mad and he was like, you know what? I'm not taking you out on your birthday. And this is exactly why I'm having a hard time finding the right man, because it's like, I'm not going to settle. I'm not going to settle. I want somebody that's going to value me as a person. I want somebody that's going to understand that being a nurse, a night nurse, especially a night nurse, is not easy. It's draining physically, mentally. I want somebody that's going to be able to relate to that. I can't. These men's, ugh.
You heard it right, guys. Am I the only one that heard that? She just said she's a night nurse. I don't think, look, I'm sorry. We all know about nurses. I don't think that's the only issue. I don't think that's the only issue men have with you. Seriously. Because what we know about nurses, that can't be. What about all the things with you that you have going on? Didn't list anything. She named one scenario. What about the 15 other scenarios? Listen, we already know. We're not dumb.
And then I asked her, what do you do to keep a man? And she was like, girl, all they require is good cat sanity. Good cat and sanity. Not either or. Because the good cat part, I got that. I was born with that. The sanity part, though, it's not looking good for me, mama.
Admitting it. They're admitting I'm not worth anything. A man can't do anything with me. So you have to be disruptive. Same thing with the last lady. And you wonder why you can't find a man anywhere. This is why. Can't be sane. What is it called when a man keeps doing the same thing over and over again? Because that's what ladies are doing. And getting with ladies that are like this. Exactly what she is. Insane. Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. It's insane.
I am looking for a man that can come in and make my life easier. And by making my life easier, I mean, yeah, I gotta work all day, but when I come home, I got somebody I can chat with and I can laugh with it. And while I'm at work, even though I might be stressed, I'm like, dang, I know when I get off work, they gonna have me a glass of wine waiting, or, you know, we gonna have this conversation, or he gonna call me throughout the day or send me a text message, let me know, hey, baby, I'm thinking about you, you look good. That's making my life easier. That's making me smile. It don't always gotta be a financial thing. You don't always gotta give me money, bring me gifts, although nice, and although I'm not gonna probably turn it down. But I'm just saying, the fact that you're there, that you're providing me some type of guidance, you are covering me in some type of way. You know, you helping me to avoid making some pitfalls that women, we don't think about sometimes. Let's just be real. Women and men don't think a lot. So when I say I want you to make my life easier, I want you to just be there. I want you to be loyal. I want you to be kind. I want you to understand that, you know, everything ain't gonna be perfect and nobody is perfect, but together, baby, we gonna make this thing happen. So, you know, I want to make your life better too. What can I do for you? What can I bring to you and into the situation? Now, I'm not trying to build no man, but I'm also not saying that you got to be 100%, because who is 100%?
Man, I'm not trying to build no man. What if a man doesn't need building? But what if a man is getting his life together? I was once there before. And this is what happens. You ladies, a lot of you, I'm not saying you expect a man to be built up. I'm sure you too. Because I think about your age. Be honest. You want a man that's built up. You really want a man to provide everything to make your life easier. Because if a man said, I can't bring that to the table, I can bring you everything else you need. But you said, make my life easier by talking to me. A man can do that all day long. But what if he can't provide the money? Then, oh, it's not good enough. It's not good enough for you. I bet. I would love to see her, like, say if she saw me react to her, I would love to see her react to this. I would love to see that on your next TikTok video. Reacting to me saying, are you okay with the man just providing that and not providing the money? You would then say, no. Because if you say yes, then I'm going to say, why don't you have a man? Come on, ladies, come on. You got to do better than that. Look at what you're doing. And you're putting this out there for the world to see. This is how you deserve to be broken down. You asked for this.
Year is almost over, and I still haven't found a rich husband to take care of me.
I wonder why.
You're not qualified. I'm sorry. You're not qualified. You look like a project baby. You do. Sorry. What makes you look like a baby? You look like a project baby boy with the hair shaved. I know. I understand. You're keeping your natural hair, but it's all shaved. Listen. You are not qualified. Not only because of how you look, because of what you'll do for a man. Because I hear a lot of, I need a man to provide for me. The last lady said somewhat of what she'll do, but still asking because she wouldn't accept anything less, right? Same thing with you, but I heard nothing about I can do this and this and this for a man. Where is the pick-me's at? Because these are ladies who are going to have husbands. Why? Because they're saying, okay, what can I do for you? And then saying, what can you do for me? And then saying, what can you do for me? And then, what can I do for you? It's back and forth. But do something for the man first to show him, pick me.
I'm frustrated sometimes that there's the lack of nuance that there is on the topic of provision. So let me just say this. Me wanting a provider isn't about me simply wanting someone to come and to fund my lifestyle. Let's not be dense. That is not my expectation.
Are you sure about that?
But I tell you what, as it pertains to the character of a man, there are a few things that I look for. I do look for generosity, I look for wisdom, and I do look for resourcefulness. Generosity, because it has to do with the spirit in which you give, and it is not limited to resources.
Same thing.
Even when your resources are limited, the spirit of generosity will still be there. Wisdom, because being a good steward over your money and your time and the opportunities that are presented to you is important when you're an individual. They become increasingly important when you talk about sharing your life with someone else, because all of the decisions that you make affect you and the person that you're with. And resourcefulness, because let's be honest, times get hard and you may not always have it going on the way that you like to have it going on. But resourcefulness is important because I don't need you to just become insufferable. I need you to be working to figure it out, to get creative, to see how you're going to make stuff shake, to not just accept defeat and discouragement as such, but to figure out a way, because that's something that I'm going to be doing and I'm going to be supporting you in that. But if you're the type of person who becomes insufferable when they aren't where they want to be in life, no amount of support that I offer you is going to lead to a solution. And a solution is going to be what we need in those moments. Do you get what I'm saying? I got you on the support front. And then if you're the type of man who does not want a woman to want you for what you have, you need to do the work to make sure that you establish an identity for yourself outside of that. That really is on you, because I can't tell you the amount of times that a man uses his money and his status to attract women and then continues to question why she's really there. If you base your entire essence of desirability on a thing, why are you surprised when you are desired for that thing? Like, isn't that the point? That's why you did it. And so I think that you have to derive a sense of dignity and value outside of that so that the people you attract can mirror that same level of understanding, is all I'm saying. So for me, I want a provider, but it's also because the traits that I acknowledge are traits that someone will have as an individual, and they'll be healthy without me. So if they're doing that on their end, I'm being sure to walk out those same things in my life. It is going to be magic when we come together. And so that's why, for me, wanting a provider isn't just about what I want to get. It is also about a very clear understanding of what it is that I give. And I am the type of woman who adds to whatever it is that I am given. Well, if I'm given some BS, what do you think that's going to mean for us? You get what I'm saying?
Magic. You're when she said magic, that struck a nerve with me because they all want magic. They all want that Jay-Z Beyonce scenario. Dun, 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 dun. It's deja vu. Dun, 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 with you. It's deja vu. That's what they want. He's walking through the video like this. They want that guy that's the corporate thug that can be in those spaces in the streets and still do what he does. No, you're not gonna have that perfect scenario. There's gonna be a lot of guys. Everyone, like you said, no one is perfect. So we're all missing something. So, and that's what the brother, the Godfather, touched on a lot. Man and woman. And he showed you, ladies, you're all a work in progress. There's many areas where you may need help at. Say if a man doesn't have the money, right? But he's fit. He can come in your life and make you fit. Would you say that is valuable to your life?
Nope.
That man helps you, get you in shape, all right? Increases your value. So even after him, you can go on and find another man. You wouldn't see that as valuable though. Because obviously, you probably don't care about being healthy. But that's valuable. Because a man's bringing you life. Seriously, like, imagine that. I said that to her, look, girl, I'm going to bring you life because, you know, the way you're living right now, you're at least 50 pounds. You'll find it offensive. But that man is telling you something that'll save your life. That's what he's bringing you life. Not money. Because I know money is still the number one. You can doctor it up how you want. You still want that cash flow. Because if a man comes bringing life, it's not good enough.
If all I cared about was money, why would I quit my 6-figure corporate engineering job to just jump into entrepreneurship and figure it freaking out without like a backup job, without a proper safety net? Like all I had was one investment property. Well, because I wanted to be happy. Like I wanted peace in my day to day. I wanted to not have to gouge my eyeballs out every single day. Just like if all I cared about was money.
She's struggling. Seriously, she gave up a 6-figure job but it's not enough. But let me hear her out.
Why didn't I just stay in that corporate job? Now, don't get me wrong. I make a lot more now, which is great. But, like, money was not the driver. Money is not the only driver in my life. Like, I literally value happiness, joy, fulfillment so much more that I value money. And don't get me wrong, money is a fantastic byproduct, and I'm highly ambitious. But obviously, that is not the only thing I care about.
Well, yeah. So if that's not the case, then you want a man. You're not going to get with a man that can't provide the money. And that's what the issue is here, right? Because I'd say, okay, you feel like that. Take Pookie. Don't take Pookie. I know you wouldn't. You would never dare take Pookie, but take him, provide him a life. You're not going to do it. Or even, not even Pookie. Take that guy that's a blue collar worker who makes maybe 80,000 a year. Would you do it? No, you wouldn't. Why? Men do it all the time. That's what we're coming down to, because that is your only choice, really. Let me say this: you can find a man that makes more, but look at all the options that man has. A lot of you ladies don't see it. Men say this all the time. The options that man has are unlimited. Look at what's going on with the dating events. Tons of women there, no man is showing up. And the lady said it herself. The lady I reacted to yesterday, she said, the problem I get is then men are at these events acting like they're hot stuff, because they are to you. They're the only guys going. I'm sure you be seeing those guys that are dweebs there at the events with glasses on, standing there like, yeah, I'm the man. Poindexter's like, yeah. He got bass in his voice now because he's Poindexter's the man at the dating events because that's your only choice. But no, I'm saying this to make a point. You ladies have to be willing to date down. I'm sorry. That's your only choice.
An efficient way to know that the man you're dealing with is actually serious about you. What you're going to do is you're going to present to him an opportunity where you need a small amount of money, like $50 for an oil change, $75 for a phone bill, $100 for a textbook, something like that, okay? It's best to do this in person, but basically you're just going to tell him that you have this thing coming up. You have an oil change coming up and it's going to cost $50. You have a phone bill coming up and it's going to cost $75. You have a textbook you need to buy and it's going to cost $100. And that's it, okay? Even if you have the money, that's it. You're just going to leave it at that. And you're going to wait for his reaction. Speaking from experience, a man who is serious about you and really likes you is going to send you that money right away. He doesn't even care when you need it. He doesn't care if you need it next week. He's going to send it to you today.
Run.
Okay? A man who's not that serious about you is going to give you excuses or solutions on how you can make that money yourself, and you don't want that. Excuses are going to sound like, oh, I don't have it this week. I might have it next week. Baby, can you hang on? Can you wait for me to get paid? He's not going to give it to you. Immediately! Solutions is like, oh, my boy owns a bar. You want to go get a bartending job for a couple weeks? You know, you could earn some extra cash? No. Okay? No, because you already know that that option exists. The reason why you're with him is because you don't even want to have to think about that option. If he gives you excuses or solutions, he's a dub. Men love their money. So they only want to spend their money on someone that they love. And if they don't love you, they're not going to spend their money on you. I'm not trying to make you feel bad if you're in a relationship with this type of guy, because I've been there too, right? But the only thing you have to remember is that's not your lifelong partner, because your lifelong partner wants to be able to give you what you need right away. And if he can't, he finds a way to make it happen. And if he doesn't find a way to make it happen, he's not capable of raising your children. So do not give him any. He's not capable of putting a roof over your head. So do not move in with him. He's not capable of funding a wedding. So do not get married to him. Do you see what I'm saying? And you don't want to have to ask twice.
How is he not capable of doing these things? Because obviously he would have the place to move into. So if he wants to get married, obviously he has the money to get married. Like, or we're gonna plan it. See, Let me let her finish.
Happen. He's not capable of raising your children, so do not give him any. He's not capable of putting a roof over your head, so do not move in with him. He's not capable of funding a wedding, so do not get married to him. Do you see what I'm saying? And you don't want to have to ask twice. You don't want to have to ask 3 times. You don't want to have to ask every week. So that's why I said he's going to send it to you as soon as possible, because he doesn't even want you to ask again. He wants to give you exactly what you want right away. If you haven't found it yet, there's nothing wrong with you. Please don't try to change yourself or beat yourself up. There's nothing wrong with you. You have to just keep waiting and keep looking, okay? Keep saying no. Keep saying no to the Dusties.
Yeah, a lot of ladies. It's hard. So it's already a struggle for men because you have to understand men are seeing these videos. Men are watching right now. So men are watching going, oh, they're writing things in a little checkbook. That's what's happened. All the men, they've looked and said, no. So when these different things arise, say they're dating a woman, right? She does this. He goes, oh, this is one of the tests to see if I'm a dusty. So a man cooperates with you to piss you off. He cooperates and bait gracefully bows out. Could you imagine? Like, say that's done to me, right? Say I'm single. I'm going to cooperate. You have no idea what money I'm making. I'm going to act like I'm poor. Because why would a man want a woman to know he makes a bunch of money, right? You act like you're poor. So then what happens? They assume you're poor. I see it happen in the channel all the time. There was a guy, he was a millionaire. He went on a dating show, acting like he was a poor, I forgot what his job was. But the man has a multi-million dollars and he has a multi-million dollar company. He acted like he was poor to find true love. He actually found the woman that doesn't care about any of that. So that's what men are looking for nowadays. Even the rich men, they're looking for the woman that doesn't care about that. Learn something, ladies. Learn.
Men aren't coming to save you. Men aren't out here looking for women to save. If men wanted to come and take care of a woman that had nothing going on for herself, they would just go and pick up homeless women off the street. Men only help women for 2 reasons. They want to feel like the hero, or they want a prize, and they want to show you off to other men. So if you are not making them feel like a hero, or you are not a prize, men are not going to want to help you. Men are not going to want to come save you. They don't care about you. Men don't help women because they're just such charitable people. They do it for their ego. So work on being one of those 2 things. Either you make a man feel like a hero, or you become a dream prize woman that he has to earn and that he knows he has to come correct for. Those are the only 2 ways that you'll get a man to provide for you.
By you, a man that will treat you like a princess, provide for you solely in 2025. Then listen to this message. First and foremost, you have to change your mindset. Some of you women does not believe that you can actually get a man that will provide for you, take care of you, 100%. You have a 50-50 mentality. You have this mentality of, I'm going to just grab any guy, package him. That is exactly why you attract feminine guys, broke guys, guys you will eventually feed. Take me for instance, growing up, I saw my dad take care of my mom. He did virtually everything. He was a provider man, 100%. So I had this mentality. I did not even know up until recently that women can actually take care of men, provide for men. I didn't know. So all my life, I've had this mentality that I'm going to meet a man that will take care of me. I'm going to meet a provider guy, like a provider man or nothing. Like, I have never really thought about it. It's either you're going to provide for me or we don't have no business. So what kind of man did I attract? A provider man, 100%. So it all begins in your mind, your mindset. It doesn't matter the
Hum, shamanana. Now she's teaching you to dream up a provider man. Wish and hope on a prayer. Actually, I want you to sing a song with me. I wish upon a star to find me where I am. Dun, 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 dun. I wish upon a dream to find out what it means. Nonsense.
Man you like to pick you. Now, I know a lot of you women are going to be triggered, talk about we don't need a man to pick us. That's fine. If you don't want to get picked, please absolutely keep scrolling. I'm a pick me. I want a man. I want a man that loves me and respects me. If you are the same, please stick around because I'm going to talk you through it.
All right, pick me. We got one.
On one of my videos talking about why you can't attract men with money, feel free to go and watch it, Mine Explorer commented, choosing isn't easy when all the girls are screaming, I'm a bad bee, and you all chill together and look alike. Getting hard to differentiate between good girls and bad girls. Give a topic on this, thanks. Oh, baby, don't you threaten me with a good time. So the great thing is there's a very easy way to attract the kind of man that you like and that will like you back. It's called self-respect. To be clear, self-respect is not in the way you do your hair. It's not in the way you do your makeup. It's not how your nails look. It's not even how you dress, because that's a big one that men like to say. Me personally, I love to dress like a city girl because I'm a bad bee. Argue with your mama. But there's a saying by my people which basically says, if it's easy, come get 'em. Which roughly translated means, you think I'm loose because of the way I'm dressed? Oh, come find out. Come find out. You see, all you have to do is take sex off the table. I'm ducking because I know a man just threw something at the screen. When a man is interacting with you and you have made it very clear that sex is off the table, it changes his perception of you. You immediately go into a good girl category. Men are going to disagree with me because they want to sleep with you. Ladies, please listen to me. I can't tell you how many times I hear girls speaking to men they've just met on the phone and they talk about sex. So maybe it's that they don't know how to divert the question. So let me just help you out with that. When a man tries to talk to me about sex, when I first meet him, I just say, oh, no disrespect, but I only feel comfortable talking about sex with people I'm having sex with. That is good because it...
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, but now this woman's married, by the way. But I'll tell you what that does, especially in this day and age. Men see it as a game. And that's why so many men have chosen not to play the game. Men are not about any games with a lady. Because what does it sound like to you? What is she saying sounds like? I'm a city girl. I like to dress bad because I'm a bad bee. Huh? I thought you were a pick me. So you dress like a city girl? I'm confused. Or that's the audience you're trying to attract. But you're married. Tell the ladies how you got your husband. If that's how you got your husband, I feel sorry for him. Because there's something missing in the picture. Like, are you married? Well, your husband's in the West, so yeah, it probably is how you got him. He fell for the old school okey doke, which so many men are listening and watching and listening very carefully. Look, they're watching a married lady tell tricks. Same thing who else is doing? Sprinkle, sprinkle. A married lady telling tricks. When I bet you Sprinkle, sprinkle does everything a man wants. Everything. She put all that sprinkling to the side and did some old lady tinkling. I gotta repeat. Sprinkle, sprinkle, put all that sprinkling to the side and did some old lady tinkling. And that's what you did too. Tell ladies about the old lady tinkling. Because if you didn't do that, I feel very sorry for your husband. I do. because he's going through the okie doke. I guess they're trying to tell ladies how to pull the okie doke, and men aren't going for it. They're watching and listening. You know men watch you, right? Tinkle Tinkle must know men watch her too. She knows. She doesn't care. I'm going to tell ladies all the secrets and tricks, and men are watching this. And congratulations, fellas. In this day and age, women are now telling us everything and wondering why they can't find a man anywhere. Other than that, thank y'all for watching, but I understand. Peace out. See you next video.